Hey everyone, this video was made especially for Mr. H's class, but anybody can use it. I'm going to show you today how to create a digital poster with a tool called MrHGlogster. Glogs are digital posters that allow you to add text, audio, video, neat graphics to make an interesting poster. So we're going to start by signing up for an account. Once you have an account, you will go to your page and click on Create a New Glog. And everybody will have a page like this that pops up on the screen with all these funny graphics. I don't really want to use these graphics. I like to start from scratch. So what I want to do is click on each of them and get rid of them one at a time. To do that, you just click on the graphic and then click on the little garbage can, and that will get rid of whatever's there. And you can use that when you're creating your glog if there's something that you have on the screen that you decide that you don't need any longer. Okay, now once I've gotten rid of all of those, I start with a clean slate. This is my wall. We're going to use this toolbar over here, and we're going to work from the bottom up because I always like to start with my wall. And if you click on wall, you get choices of lots and lots of different backgrounds that you can use on your glog. You have to be careful about selecting backgrounds that are too wild and crazy because sometimes then the things that are in the foreground get lost. But any of these will work. I'm going to choose something. Let's go here to Pop Rock. I kind of like this yellow background. I'm going to click on that, click on Use It, and you can see that that changes the background. And don't worry if you don't like it because you can always go back and change it later. Next thing we're going to do is add a sound. Now I have some sounds that are already on my computer, but I'm going to show you how to create a new one. To do that, you just click on Grab, and this little recording interface will come up. If this box comes up, just click on Allow. And this will only work, of course, if you have a microphone on your computer. And if you don't, then you may not be able to include recordings that you record yourself. But to do that, you'll just click on Record. And I'm actually making a Glogster about the box jellyfish. So here's where I would talk a little bit about the box jellyfish, maybe give you a little bit of background. When I'm finished recording, click on Stop Recording. And I'm actually making a Glogster. You can see that that recorded. Click on Continue. And then you need to name your recording in case you need to use it later. Now call it Box Jellyfish and tag it Recording. Click on Save. Now I no longer need this box because I'm not ready to add more video or do that kind of thing. So I close that. And you can see here that my box jellyfish recording is complete. Now I could just use it the way it is, and that would give me this little player, but I want to add a different unique player. So I look at the choices that I have here, and I really kind of like this cool old-fashioned record player here, so I'm going to click on that, click on Use It. Then I can close this box and you can see that it appears on the screen. I can move it anywhere I want, and I can also use this little half circle to turn it in any direction. I think I'll just put it here. Okay, now the recording is not going to play right now because if you see we are in create mode. If you want to actually check to see if the recording works, you will click on Preview, and we'll do that at the end. Okay, the next thing we want to do is add a video. Now you can use a video that's already on your computer hard drive, or what's easiest is actually just to go to YouTube and grab a link, and then that will put the video on your poster. So I have a YouTube video page that I already picked out here, and there's one here called the Box Jellyfish. And so I'm just going to go up here and grab the link and copy it, and then go back to my Glogster. Click on Link, paste the link here, and add it to my files. And once that's added, you can see I've actually done that before because it's right here. Once that's added, I click on the video I want to use. Now, I can use it, or I can add a player for this too. And there's lots of different players you can use. As you can see, these are different TVs. Here's film, tape, here's a little curtain. I like this little retro TV, so I'm going to use that, and it pops on the screen. Now that's pretty large, for the screen that I'm working with. So if I decide that I want to make that smaller, I just grab the corner and I can make it any size I want. And as with the sound, I can move it in any direction that I want. Okay, so that's how we add video. Now, to add an image, it's best to make sure that you have an image that's already on your hard drive. To do that, you click on Upload and it will take you to where the images are. And here's an image of the box jellyfish. I'm going to select that. And I could use it just the way it is, but I like to put a little frame around it. So let's see what we have under hippie. Some cool, here's one with the little flower. I guess I'll use that frame. Use it. This one came out quite large. It's a very cool picture, but I think it needs to be a little smaller. So I'm going to make that smaller, put that up here, move my TV down a little bit. You can move things around the way you need to. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is add some text. One thing we need is a title. So if we go to this screen, we can do a bubble, we can just make title or just text. I'm going to click on title, and I think I'm just going to use a plain title without anything around it, so use it. It showed up down here. I'm going to put this up here, and I am going to click on edit, and I'm going to call this the box Jellyfish by Wendy. Now, because this ends up on the internet, it's always a good idea not to use your last name. I can put that wherever I need to put it. There we go. Okay, now I also may want to add a paragraph of information. So to do that, I may just click on text, and I have different little text boxes that I can use. Some of them are pretty cool. I think I'll just use this one. Okay, click on use it and get rid of that. And I'm going to come over here and click on edit, and I'm going to say a little bit about the box. Jellyfish can be a deadly animal. Over 5,000 people have lost their lives since 1950, and I can say more if I want to. Click on OK, and again I can put that where I want it. It's fine where it is right now. Now, when you're all finished, you can go in and decorate your page with just some cute little graphics, and there's lots of different choices here. I kind of like this little footprint, so I'm going to use that. And maybe I don't want it to be quite that large, so I make it smaller. Looks like someone has stepped on my page. And that's basically it. Now, to preview, which we're going to do in a minute, we click on preview, but it's very important that we give it a title. So I'm going to call this the box Jellyfish. And Mr. H may have something else that he wants you to add to the title so that he can find your Glogsters a little more easily. The next thing you're going to do is save and publish, but let's preview it first. And it tells us we're in preview mode. We want to make sure that our audio and our video work. Oh, and look at that. We still have a footprint on top of our TV. We may want to get rid of that. So if I click on this, once I hit record, I can say all kinds of neat. Okay, we know that works. Let's see if our video works. Okay, the video works. It's great. So the next thing I will do is go back to edit. Make sure you save and publish, because if you don't save and publish, then you lose all your work and have to start over again. The good news is it goes by pretty quickly. And that's it.